Hello everyone, I'm Kristen and I am someone who is known for being frugal, especially a frugal grocery shopper because that's what my channel is all about. But today I want to flip that around and I'm going to share with you some of the frugal things I don't do. I don't do these things and I still save our family thousands of dollars. So let's talk about what I don't do and what I do instead and how I save money to give you some different ideas too. Because let's face it, to be frugal, we can't do all the things. We have to pick and choose our battles. So what don't I do? First of all, I don't make my laundry soap. I know this is huge around the internet, on Pinterest. So many people rave about making their own laundry soap. But for me, it's just never been worth the time or the energy. What do I do instead? I watch for sales. I watch for sales where there's regularly run name brand detergents for buy one, get one free, or even better than that at Kroger. And I stock up whenever I see a sale. So I have never made my own laundry detergent and I'm not planning on doing it now. That said, with all these lists, if these are things that you do, great, and they save you money and they are worth your time and energy, that is wonderful and I'm so glad. But these are just things that I don't do at this season in my life. I don't shop at thrift stores. I know a lot of you love them and they do have some good deals, but for this season, it just takes so much time. I have 4 kids and going through all the deals and looking at the sizes and weeding it through and finding the best deals, it just isn't worth my time or the energy. I don't have time to do that right now. So instead, I accept all hand-me-downs. I watch for sales at the grocery store. I watch for sales at Walmart. I go to our local children's resale shop. Any of those things work for me, but in this season, I'm not shopping the thrift store. I also don't wash Ziploc bags. Please tell me I'm not the only one who had to grow up washing Ziploc bags when we'd hang them to dry on the rack. I know, we did it all the time. But now when I can get sandwich bags for 2 cents a bag, I use them and throw them out. Now I will say I do reuse some of my larger gallon-sized bags when they've stored bread or different things where I can just shake them out and easily reuse them a couple times to make them last. That I do, but I am not washing out all my Ziploc bags anymore. Just not worth the time. I don't shop at salvage or discount grocery stores. I get asked this a lot. First of all, there aren't really any in our area. And again, this just isn't something that I have found worth my time. The prices haven't been all that great the couple times I've stopped by there, the ones I have managed to find, and there are a lot of expired things. Now, I know it's truly a best by date, and this may work for you. If you have a great one near you, please check out all the deals. But for me, I have found it better to stop at the more expensive grocery stores like Kroger, and I just shop their sales and stock up there. And a lot of times I can beat the prices of what I would find at some of those discount stores. So until I find a really great discount store around me, this is what I'm going to do. If you have a great one, I'd love to know where it is and how often you shop there. I don't always buy the cheapest food option. Now, when you're first starting out and if money's really tight, yes, sometimes the penny and watching every penny, that is your bottom line. You have to buy the cheapest food option. But sometimes I have found that paying a little bit more does get you a better quality or something your family enjoys. So while I am always looking for the best deal, and a lot of times that means choosing generics or name brand if they're on sale, I flip that around a lot, but I do sometimes pay a little bit more for a better product. So I don't always buy the cheapest things. Do you? I also don't buy every clearance deal. I absolutely love clearance. I love clearance shopping. That is one of the places I check every single time I go in the store because you never know what you're going to find. That said, I don't buy every clearance deal. If we're not going to use it, even if it only cost $1, that's still $1 out of my pocket if our family won't eat it or use it. If it is a very good deal and I know it can be used by someone else, I will pick it up and donate it, and I have been known to do that. But if our family will not use it, then I'm saving my money. I definitely don't avoid all name brands. Some people will think to be frugal, you buy all generics and that's the only thing you ever buy. Not so, not if you're following me or my shopping hauls, which I share here every Thursday on this channel, so you can see how I do my frugal grocery shopping. But I regularly buy name brand products when they are on sale or when I have a coupon and when it beats the generic price. So it's always going back to that bottom line. Sometimes I buy generic, sometimes I buy name brand, but I'm not ruling them out just because I'm frugal. I also don't avoid all convenience foods because yes, I know that frugal as I am, time is money. And there's a time when money is the most important bottom line, and there's also a time when time is your bottom line. So yes, I'm a mom of 4. I will keep that box of mac and cheese on my shelf I'll buy that frozen pizza. Yes, I watch for sales or stock up with good deals on Sam's, but I keep convenience foods on my shelf because I know it saves me time. I've also learned that having a couple of convenience foods in my freezer or on the pantry shelves means it will help us avoid takeout, and that is definitely money-saving things that I want to do. I don't line dry my clothes. Never have, and it's just one of those things, again, not worth the time. Dryer wins for me. That's the way we do it. I also don't cloth diaper, never have, and I went through 10 years with 4 kids of 1 or 2 in diapers for 10 years straight, yes, and I never cloth diapered. It started out because where we lived at the time, the water was ridiculously high and it would have cost so much to cloth diaper and do the laundry, plus all the time, and at that time when my oldest was born, the drugstore deals were so good, I was able to buy an entire year's worth of diapers for under $100, and I built a diaper stockpile, just kept rolling it over, and that's what I did to diaper all of our kids. I shopped the deals, I stocked up on any deal I found, and that's how we did diapers. Didn't cloth diaper, disposables was what worked for us. Now, if you cloth diaper, way to go. So proud of you. And again, like I said, some of these, maybe you do, maybe you don't. It's just a different perspective on things that I have skipped and how I've managed to save money. We also don't skip eating out. We will go out to eat occasionally. We work it into our budget, and when we do, we are always using coupons or working deals, using the apps. Most restaurants now have an app, and it is a great way to save money. We've also found that the Upside app, if you want to check it out, I'll leave my link below, joyfullythriving.com/upside, has a lot of restaurant deals where you can get 10 to 20% back, cash back on, say, Pizza Hut or any of the local fast food places around you. And if we go out to a nicer place, like a Red Robin, you better believe we're going on the nights where they have kids meals for half price, or the kids, some of them will still split a meal. Whatever we can do to make it work, we will save money. But yes, we do go out on occasion, even though we're frugal. I also don't give up little treats. I have learned that when you're frugal, you need to have something that you look forward to. For me, I have joined the Panera Sip Club, and I like sparkling water. As I'm driving my kids to and from school, and when I'm teaching, I'll pick it up at the beginning of the day and the end of the day, and I'll grab my sparkling water. Now, I always watch for deals on things like that. So right now, I think I'm paying $6.99 a month. I'll cancel, wait for a new promo, and join up again. But that is a little treat that I enjoy, and it just makes my days a little nicer when you have something to look forward. I always keep some chocolate on the shelf for me as well, because yes, we all need a little treat. And yes, I'm watching for sales and stocking up on those treats. But whatever it is, go ahead. It's okay to have a little treat now and then, even when you're frugal. Here's one that might be a little controversial, and again, if you do it, good for you. I don't use cash envelopes. I know Dave Ramsey and a lot of people recommend them, and I will say if you are just starting out with a budget, this is a great way of holding yourself accountable. It is very clear how much money you have. For us, we use credit cards. Now, I will say we pay them off every single month. We never carry a balance, so we are using that and taking advantage of the rebates and the rewards that we get with our credit cards. It's worth it for us. I do keep a close track of our budget. I have it all written down, and I reevaluate every couple months, so I know exactly how much is getting spent on any given topic. For example, like groceries. I know it's $525 a month. I keep just a little note on my note app on my phone, and every time I go to the grocery store, I just subtract that trip so I know exactly how much I have left, and I pay with my credit card. This is what works for us, so yes, you don't have to use cash envelopes to be frugal. You definitely can, but you don't have to. I am very frugal, but I also don't obsess over every penny. Sometimes I know there are going to be slip-ups, there's going to be goofs. Sometimes I might go over budget in my groceries, and then the next month I'll try to keep it under, and it all balances out. But if it doesn't, I have learned to give myself grace, and I hope you do too. Being frugal is hard work, so don't stress over every penny and burn yourself out. Just do your best and keep track of things as close as you can. I don't sacrifice my time just to save a few dollars. You've probably noticed that theme, that time is important to me. I am a mom of 4 kids, ages 11 and under. My husband is a principal. I am teaching full-time this year, teaching 4th grade, and I run my own home business of YouTube and website and Etsy. So I have a lot going on, and time is money. I have come to that realization more and more. There was a season of life where I was choosing to do different things and spend my time differently, but right right now in this season, I know that it is not worth the stress, and I have to choose to focus on what is the best return on my investment. Where can I use my time wisely to save the most? That might mean negotiating some bills. It might mean, for me, I'm doing more grocery shopping online. Did you know you can do that? Amazon has some great grocery deals, and I'm shopping there more and more. Links below on that one too. But I am always focusing on what is truly worth my time, and I'm not going to waste it just to save a few dollars. I also don't skip giving. Yes, I'm frugal, but this is the first thing my husband and I take off of our budget every month. We do a tithe to our church. We believe as Christians that God has given us everything, and we want to give him our first fruits back of all that he has blessed us with. It's really a matter of stewardship. So even when things are tight, even when our income was small, we have always chosen to give that tithe, that gift portion, back to him first, because he has given us everything. And you know what? It's amazing how God provides. There have been so many times and stories I can think of in my life. I'm a pastor's daughter. I've seen this in my life growing up, and as I've married and raising children, God always provides, and it's really a matter of stewardship. So I am not going to skip giving. And finally, I don't do frugal things that stress me out. That was what made me think of this list, and I hope it's encouraged you too. You need to pick and choose the frugal things that are right for you and your family in this season of life. Look at the bottom line. Maybe it's trying some different things and you decide, yes, this is worth my time. I make crock-pot yogurt. I do make my own homemade bread, but I buy convenience foods too. You have to mix and match and find the deals and what works for you. Find the frugal things that save your family money in this season. I'd love to know what is on your list. I know we have lots of frugal things we do, and you can see more of those on my channel, of course, but what are some of the frugal things you don't do in this season? Is it one of these, or is it something else? There's lots more frugal things I don't do, but I still save our family thousands of dollars by making those swaps that work for our family. I hope this video gave you some good things to think about, and yes, let me know in the comments, what frugal things don't you do? If you want to see some things I am skipping buying this year to also save our family a lot of money, I'll leave that video up here next. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you again soon.